Welcome back. I'm Penn Gillette. That's my cohort Teller over there. Just kidding. I'm Greg. That's Rich. Rich had oral surgery, so he's having not the easiest time speaking. So I'm going to be doing the lion's share of it this episode. But that being said, let's jump right into the cover price top 10 for this week. Coming in at number 10, Amazing Spider-Man number 300. The book everybody knows, and I was going to say and loves. But I enjoy it. I did a bunch of research, and I cannot figure out why this was heating up all of a sudden. Or number 10 on this list. Okay.
I think I have a theory.
Okay.
But if you got 18 of them sold, now there's, 10,000, 15,000 on the CDC census?
Yeah.
Sorry, this is what I sound like. Prices have been dropping on a lot of books, and I personally have been looking at this book thinking, if it comes down a little more, I'm going to get one. Yeah. And I'm thinking that people are starting to pull the trigger to add this key book to their collection because the market as a whole has dropped so much.
That's very true. That's a great point, though. Yeah, I mean, this is like up there with Ultimate Fallout, Miles Morales, super big Spider-Man, Spider-Verse books. That you're right. That's a good point. Like, books are still pretty affordable relative to where they were.
Well, I mean, like the Batman Adventures number 12, First Harley Quinn, the 181 Batman First Appearance of what's her face, Poison Ivy, the Captain America 100. A lot of key books people are pulling the trigger on.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was actually looking for like a 7.0. I didn't care about how high the grade was, just so long as I actually could put one in my collection. So let me see here. See, I got the dentures and the old man glasses. Boy, that sucks.
So 7.0 would run you about $450, although one just sold for $406.
And two sales before that was $395, and before that was $300, and before that $400, $347.
Yeah.
But that's going all the way back to February.
So, I mean,
unless there has been some kind of news which I'm not aware of, but I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Like I said, I was on here about an hour ago trying to sift through and get all the news that I could for each pick so I could talk about why they were possibly where they were.
Dude, we were just saying that the last sale of a 7.0 on July 22nd was $406.
Yeah.
The last sale on 7/30 of a 9.0 was $450.
Wow, yeah, look at that. And a 9.2 above that, $483. And then it jumps to $800.
Yeah. Right. So you can get yourself a 9.0, a 9.2 for under $500. You couldn't do that before, I don't think. $650 here, $625. Yeah, it's been around the $600 range for a 9.2. And same thing, April 15th. $650, $649 for a 9.0. It's dropped in price. I think people are finally pulling those triggers.
Yeah, definitely. Shall we move on?
Oh, absolutely.
Number 9.
Ooh, yay.
This one's sticking around, man. Batman Gargoyle of Gotham, Ashcan edition from San Diego Comic-Con. Rich owns this in spirit because he picked it as his gun to the head pick.
But I didn't pick it up in my wallet. That's what sucks.
Well, it's still pretty affordable, it looks like. It's coming in around, I mean, it says most common raw is $42. Last recorded sale, $40. So that's for the staying power that it's had. That's less than I would have anticipated it to be.
I also see near mint, though, 9.6 to 10.0 raw, because there's no graded yet.
Yeah.
On 8/13, same day, is 65. So yesterday it sold for 65. So
DC is pushing this new series. I saw. I'm not shitting on them. It's just ironic to me when you see a trailer, like a video trailer for a comic book series. So I saw that for
Yeah.
for this on YouTube and stuff. So they're pushing it. So
And the September is when the series actually debuts.
yeah,
And if you just love the cover and you want to read it, just buy this as a regular cover. You can pre-order it still, I believe.
Yeah.
But if you know, I think once this hits and everybody can get the regular cover just to have that cover in their collection, I think this drops a little bit in price.
there's great hype behind this. Who's to say whether it will turn out or not? But
Yeah, usually when you see these books on the list for a couple of weeks, they go up, up, up. They usually settle back to like the first or second week price. But even still, if you can get it for $40, that's still, even if it goes back to 30, what did you lose, 10?
right,
But if this does turn out to be a really great collectible book, because we don't have a book jumping out from San Diego Comic-Con saying this is the book you should have gotten.
exactly.
Well, I haven't looked at the rest of the list yet, so I don't know.
All right, moving on. This one is number 8, Invincible, number 120.
Yeah, from 2015.
So the key thing about this issue, it is the death of Battle Beast. Now, I have not read Invincible. The best I could find about this is that character is rumored to be in season 2 of the show.
Okay, but if the character is already dead in the comic book, we know it's kind of short-lived for the show, right?
Yeah, I genuinely cannot figure out why this is selling so much. And
I have 2 stacks of Raws here that I never put away, and right on top. Okay, I did not plan this, guys. So a character appears in a comic book, and then dies, and then is rumored to be in a show. How long does it stay hot for?
yeah, a week, about maybe 2.
Yeah. But Invincible is a completely different animal than Marvel and DC, so
Yeah.
I know nothing of the comic book, and I don't want to. I'm not going to run out and try to buy it. But Invincible is kind of like The Boys. It takes a life of its own, but I don't see this staying high from a logical standpoint.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think the only Invincible book I would really invest in would be 1.
Yeah, and there's variations of one. I'd probably take a cheaper one.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how expensive just the cover A of 1 is, but neither here nor there. This is selling for like anywhere from $10 to $18. 9.8 just sold 2 days ago for $150. So
Yeah,
I'll pass.
that's a pass from me. Okay, going to number 7. Oh, I almost pulled the trigger on one of these last night.
So this is X-Men number what is it?
130.
Dazzler's debut.
Bear in mind that 129, the issue before,
Yeah.
it's the first appearance of Kitty Pryde and first appearance of Emma Frost in the Hellfire Club.
Look at that. Yeah. Wow. This is hot.
I know why.
Yeah, we baby got back. Taylor Swift is rumored to be Dazzler in, you guessed it, Deadpool 3, the movie of cameos.
Yes, I think there's going to be more cameos rumored for this than Multiverse of Madness. So, even if every single one of these cameos comes true, it does not mean that this character is now in the MCU, that we're going to see her in other movies. That's going to be played by Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I guess people are just, they're just speculating, They're like, hey, in case it does take off and they do make another show or movie, then maybe that's...
Well, this is not Taylor Swift's first movie. Remember, she did Cats.
Well, and that was a critical failure
Yes, it
and
was.
popular person populist failure too. I like this book. I've always thought this book was cool, just in general.
Yeah, I was watching a 9.0. I was going to say, it looks like about the same price, but yeah, that is the one I was looking at. I was watching a 9.0, which went for $186 last night.
I see it.
Jumped out. I jumped out at 110.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I was. And I'm like, really? Is it going to be this dang high?
Yeah, it goes from 175 for a 9.0 to 190 for a 9.2 to 260 to a 9.4. And then really expensive 9.6, you get up to like the 400s. One sold for 402 2 days ago.
But the same 9.0 on July 28th sold for $90 or $80. I can't read that. It looks a little funny.
Doesn't matter. Way less.
Yeah, exactly.
So Tay has I can't believe it. I'm sorry I said that. She has ignited
I'm sorry he said that too.
ignited this book. So
Every cameo is causing every book to spike.
yeah.
So avoid like the plague right now.
I agree.
If anything, take this as an opportunity to get 129, first appearance of Kitty Pryde, 120, 121, first appearance of Alpha Flight.
Oh, dude, those books are expensive, man.
You realize what they're going to do when you start seeing the characters in the MCU? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're expensive because that was really before the X-Men really took off. And there's not a tremendous amount of high-quality books of those.
Yeah. And you get the whole... Oh, whatever. We can talk about that later. Are we ready to go to number 6?
Go number 6.
This is the book I was telling you about on our last video. Night Terrors number 3. This is the Hulk 340 homage.
Oh, yeah. That does look cool, actually. 1 of 25.
Yeah, Christian Ducey or Ducey. And it's not, it's not outrageous. They're selling for 35, 20, 35, something like that.
Yeah.
I guess it's just moving a lot of copies.
The stores, like Syndicate did not buy all the individual stories.
Yeah.
Because they're just not selling. He did have, and quite a lot of copies of, The Night Terrors number 3.
Ah, yeah.
So if other stores also follow that formula, there's going to be multiple copies per store of this. And normally I would say absolutely not because it's not doing that great. And I think there's going to be too many of them. But that cover is really cool.
As far as the homages to this cover go, yeah. It's good. And Insomnia looks quite freaky there.
Yeah.
And Batman looks good. So.
Yeah, I do like that. That is very good. And if you can pick, I don't know if you're going to pick up a copy for 20 anymore. Last say, 20, 21, 16, 35. I'd have to look on eBay to see what they're selling for today, but you look like you're looking for between 25 and 35. It might be worth it.
I mean, especially if that's your thing. A lot of people collect a book and its homages. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry if this is one that you do because you would have to spend billions of dollars buying all of the homages, but I'm sure.
Yeah, but if you think about the amount of people that only buy Marvel, that probably didn't even know this was out.
Yeah.
They might say, wow, that's a nice homage to Hulk 340. I might have to buy that one DC book,
I see one. I would advise not doing a buy it now because they bottom out at $50 for buy it now.
Yeah.
Do it via auction. Or go to the store. There might still be one at the store.
I could be there till next week.
So. Well, not you.
I mean, you guys know
yeah,
the
I
story.
just meant, like, people.
I thought you were advising me.
No, you're a seasoned veteran.
Well, I'm seasoned. I don't know if I'm a veteran.
Little lemon pepper seasoning.
Yeah.
Next.
No. You know what? Hang on, man. I need a break for a minute. Why don't you take this opportunity to thank those Patreon members?
Patrons, you're the best. We appreciate you for splurging a little extra money. And I invite you to join us this Friday. I put the invite in the Patreon for our meetup where you're going to pull books from my pull box. I know there's a Spider-Man #1 in there, the McFarlane book, and it's a NM. It's near mint. And this is the third meetup, so I'm going to be shipping books out this time. So you have that to look forward to. Anyway, thank you guys, and here are the awesome Coconut patrons. All right, jumping back in, number 5, it's our buddy Bailey Briggs, Spider-Boy,
Yeah.
Spider-Man #7.
I actually saw copies going for a little higher. 9.8.
Let's take a little gander.
Yeah.
Look at that, most common, 117. It's definitely gone up about $10. It bottomed out around
really good.
90, I want to say like a month ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, something like that. Last sale, 104 for 9.8.
Yeah.
109, 103. It was a 92 also on the 13th. It was also a 135. So 129. It's bottomed out. So hopefully you took our advice when we said this is about as low as it's going to go. You should grab one. You can still try to look for a bargain or an early morning ending auction, but this is it bottomed and it's stabilizing. Here we go.
Yeah, and I think I know tomorrow Spider-Man 11 comes out, and it's the final issue of this little series, and it heavily features the two of them, Spider-Man and Spider-Boy, together. So I think it's going to be sort of a launching point for the next time we see Spider-Boy.
Now, what's really going to dictate the price of this book is how long until we see Spider-Boy again.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're going to see him fairly soon.
I mean, is he going to appear in other people's books, or are they going to launch his own book?
I haven't seen anything about his own book yet, but I think he's going to be in... I forgot. I think there's 2 series that I've heard that he's going to be in, but I could be misremembering.
And what happens if Spider-Boy turns out to be just a Skrull?
Then I'm wearing a green polo shirt. I mean,
I love the eye roll. Yeah, I mean, it's still not a terrible thing to get, but at this point, I would probably wait till after 11. But if they drop a Spider-Boy comic or something that we're not prepared for, I don't know.
yeah. Who's to say?
I mean, right now, Sony is probably going, ooh, another character we own.
Yeah, I guess they do, huh?
Yeah.
I'm curious what their contract says for like new characters like that. But I guess it's anything that's Spider adjacent.
They put Spider-Rex in Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, let's go to number 4.
Spider-Man Reign. I've never seen this book. Have you?
No, 2007, number 1 with the black costume, and that's one heck of a black cover.
Recalled due to depiction of a naked Peter Parker's, quote, web shooter, a.k.a. Ding Dong.
Oh, gotcha. Well, now that's stupid. What was the Batman book that he also showed himself? Haha.
Batman the Damned, #1.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And there's tons of those.
Well, the best reason I could find for this to be hot right now is because somebody on TikTok, like I guess a popular TikTok comic person, mentioned it, and they were talking about it, so it got hot.
Okay. So, if the guy on TikTok didn't mention it, nobody really cared about it in the comic book world the day before that, right?
Right. It was probably a little bit popular right when it came out and when it happened, and then it probably just cratered out for a dollar everywhere else.
Yeah, I'll absolutely pass on this book.
Oh yeah, I have zero interest
Yeah.
in this sales data. Let's just see here.
Yeah. I'm not even going to justify that one. I mean, yes, it is selling high. It's gone up in price. That's why it's on the list. I get it. But no. Next week, it'll probably be honorable mention. The week after that, people are like, Spider-Man what?
Yeah. If you really want it,
Number 3.
wait.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Number
3. Good old Spawn #1. I got nothing for this. I searched high and low for
McFarlane signing.
yeah, or news regarding the movie for somehow, even though there's a strike. Just couldn't find anything. So I guess.
Well, 40 sold though. And it's high. Maybe again, this might be a Spider-Man 300 thing. People wanted to get one, waiting for the price to come down a little.
Yeah, I mean maybe. Yeah, and I mean $9.8 for $160. Not bad.
Less than I paid.
Yeah. I don't really have any more commentary for this book.
Yeah. I mean, at the time when they made it, it was the world record for the most printed comic book.
Right.
So, I mean, millions.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. That and like
I don't understand how it actually got. I don't understand how this and Spider-Man 300 got the value they got, based on how many there are. But, yeah. I mean, if you always wanted to get one, and the price is so low right now, go ahead and grab one.
yeah.
I have one. I spent more than that. I wish I'd waited, but you know, that's a hit or miss for you if you want to spend the money on getting it for your collection. But it's not something that I think is going to, all of a sudden explode from a news of a Spawn reboot, which we've been getting for 10 years. Well, I mean, if all of a sudden they dropped a trailer, which they're not going to do now with the strikes, it would probably shoot up to 300, 350 for a 9.8 for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. I guess so.
Oh my God, they finally did it, man.
Yeah. But like you said, there's so many of them too. So, actually, you know what? Let me just pull up the CGC census. I'm curious. You want to guess at how many?
How many 9.8s or how many total?
I mean both.
9.8, I'm going to say there's 5,000. And overall, I'll say 24,000.
Okay, there's 23,491 overall. So very close. Good.
Woohoo! Okay.
This is universal. There's 6 10.0s, 69 9.9s, 10
good number.
10,883 9.8s. So damn near 11,000 9.8s.
Or higher.
No, there's 10,883 9.8s specifically.
Oh. How many 9.6s?
6,000. And on top of that, there's 4,300 signature series 9.8s.
Oh my God. 15,000 9.8s.
15,000. It's a perfect number here. 15,300 9.8s. And that includes 6 restored, 70 qualified, 10,883 880 Universal and 4300 Signature Series. This book, millions, man.
Wow. Yeah, definitely can bargain hunt on that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Number two. We got another old standby, apparently. Spider-Man 2099, number one, hanging on high.
I was going to say, I can't say hanging on. You're at number two.
It's hanging around in the top 5 for, I want to say, since the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's massive staying power. I'm surprised, honestly. But, well, let's see. Let's take a look. Have the prices come down at all? No.
I see top weekly sale 203.
Yeah, they're going up a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, people see this. Yeah, 203, fair market value 192, and 9.6. Look at the drop off on that price, $80.
That's huge. Yeah.
And this is not his first appearance.
No. First cover, I believe.
Yeah, that was at.
It's the black hologram one.
Exactly. Yeah, that was his first appearance. This is his first solo title.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think is better, a first solo title or first appearance?
I think it depends on the market. Let's see. Let's pull up that book. Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, jeez, that was not helpful. ASM 345. Does that sound right? 365. Okay, so what are we looking at here? I'm guessing this is less.
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, so fair market value for a 9.8 of his first appearance is 205. 9.6 is 67. 60, same thing for 9.4, and so on.
I guess it's about the
Yeah.
same.
For me personally, I would like the first solo title. I think it looks. I don't like this set of 4 that are all like this hologram.
Yeah.
From a design perspective, I think the 2099 is badass. I think it looks badass on the cover. It's like it pops off your wall. Everybody knows what that is.
Yep. I think it also hurts the fact that there are 4 different holograms. So if you don't know in your head that's Spider-Man 2099, you're like, well, that's one of those 4 books, right? Which one is that?
Yeah. I've only recently committed the black one is memory for me for Spider-Man 2099. So I hear you.
So I'm ready to take a look at number one.
Number one. New X-Men 114.
Wasn't this on here last week?
It was. I want to say it was like bottom 5, like 10 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
It really shot up. But this is here because of Cassandra Nova, which is Emma Corrin, who is rumored to portray her in the Deadpool movie. I don't know what the deal with her is. Like, do people love her?
Look, we're still a year away from the movie, which means we're at least 7, 8 months away from the trailer. It's going to be forgotten about. A couple of weeks ago, 9.8 was selling for $80. 75, 60. Come on. Now it's going for 300?
Ugh. Eh.
One sale at 300. Other than that, 150, 140, 135. That's somebody with too much money that panicked and just bought the dang thing.
Bought all of them from eBay?
No, there's only one sale at 300. Look at all the sales right before it.
Oh.
I mean, and that actually could be me putting up a buy it now for 300, you buying it, just so we could drive the market up.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, 300, and then before that was just 155. So literally double the price. And before that, 150. Yeah.
And that drove the fair market value to 210. So let's just say you and I had 29.8. We sell one for 300. Now all of a sudden they change it to fair market value. I can start selling at 220, 230. No.
Let's manipulate the market, Richard.
Yeah, some people do that. I'm not about that. I'm sorry. Plus, I ain't got the capital to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
You know what they say? It takes money to make money. That's how they do it. Yeah,
Fair.
$300, they can kiss my butt. I'm not. No, I even at $80, $70, I'm not interested in this comic book.
Not at all. I would much rather save the 80 and put it towards Spider-Man 29 or whatever.
Yeah.
2099.
All right. Well, we've gone through the list. It's time for
Gun to the head, baby.
yes, gun to my mouth. Here we go.
All right. I
Who
can't.
goes first?
I can't remember who. Can't remember who went first.
You want me to go first?
Sure. Sounds like you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Spider Penis, isn't it?
All right. Now I have to pick a different book. Great. Thank you.
No, I'm just kidding.
Now, if I can carefully shop and not get sucked into a high price, I take the Night Terrors number 3.
Ah, okay.
Okay, as we were saying, there's one that's listed for $50, free shipping, but it's very fine / near mint. I'm not spending $50 on a very fine copy of this. It came out a week ago, but if I can find something around the 45 mark right now, I think it's people are just finding out about this. I think that I would jump on it.
Cool. I would go. I think I would go with the Ashcan Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham.
I thought you were going for Tay-Tay.
Nah, too much hype right now. She'll write my name. Yeah, definitely Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham. It's still affordable. Gosh, I might end up getting that in real life. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tempting. It is a cool cover. He looks like a bat.
But again, if it's just a cover you like and you don't want to spend the money, there's going to be a cover like that.
That's
when
true.
it comes
That's
out.
number one will be pretty much identical, I think, with just a little color, additional color of red or something. But so, I mean, there's some investments in an Ashcan rather than the regular copy one. But yeah, there you go, folks. Those are our picks.
We picked, yeah. And honestly, there's not too much as far as a secondary pick on this list right now.
I can't afford ASM 300. I don't care about Invincible. I don't care about New X-Men. I don't care about Spawn, really. I don't care about Spider Penis.
Shows his web shooter.
I know, that's... Oh, man, I don't know. I guess...
I think my second pick would be the Ashcan, and then I got a feeling your second pick might be Night Terrors.
Only because it's the least amount of money, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I might try to find a really beautiful $20.99 raw. See if I can... that's hard, though. That's real hard to find. But $32? Shit. Yeah, I'd go with $20.99, try to get a 9.98 from a raw.
It's a foil cover, so you'll see any imperfections easily.
Yeah, including in the thumbnail for cover price. I'm noticing it's like a physical picture rather than a digital one. So,
all right, that's it.
There we go.
You bring us home. My jaw is sore.
Guys, thanks for hanging around. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Keep it clean, keep it comics. We love interacting with you down there. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/TeamOhana, where you can get access to a monthly pull list where I send you books for free. It only costs $3 a month. Whatever watch-alongs we do, we'll post up there with time code so you can watch with us. We post our podcast there early. This week we're a little off, clearly, for obvious reasons. But most of the time, the podcast is up by now. We have polls, discussions, When we do our Remember Me videos, YouTube gets 2 picks from each of us, and then Patreon gets a 3rd pick from each of us, usually a cooler or more valuable pick. I think that covers Patreon. As I mentioned, we have our podcast, the Back Issue Book Club. Currently, we're reading through DC's summer event, Night Terrors. We're in our 2nd month. Yep. Number
and all
3
the
there.
other books involved in it.
Yes. So that's been real fun, and it's getting more fun as the stories wrap up. Yeah. And then in our link tree in the description, we have our Etsy shop where you can get a cool Team Ohana hat if you want in various colors. T-shirts that I've designed. T-shirts that we've designed. That's the number 1 seller there, the teal. I think that about covers it. Until we see you guys in the next one. Mahalo. Nice. Mahalo.